Hello, good morning, and welcome to Black Magnificent Media. Here with me, Kwabna Bibini Berima. This is Morning Motivations, and I pray you're doing well. This is a beautiful Monday, Money Making Monday, so get motivated, manifest all your dreams by subscribing and sharing these videos. If they are important to you, they mean something to you, do share. If they don't worry yourself. Do share and subscribe. As I told you last week, we are facing some challenges, so we are not able to go live on both platforms, Facebook and YouTube. So today we are only live on YouTube. So that's more important why you should share. So today we are looking at how you can destroy the future of your children if you are not a conscious parent. You know, very soon we'll be bringing the series on consciousness and mindset to an end and go to a different arena of abundance manifestation. Yes, so a lot of the things that I have discussed over the last few weeks, getting to a month, about our mindset, our limiting belief systems and all of that, stems from the things we heard from our parents and people who had control over us when growing up, you know, and these things have stayed with us up to now. And some of us, we have to go through programming, as I've given you the video about how to reprogram your mind to the first 7 years of your life. We have to go through programming to get those limiting beliefs out of our lives. And it has not been easy. Yes, it has not been easy at all. And a lot of people are really suffering. And many of them, when you trace it, you realize that they got it from their parent who didn't know better. You know, if your parents don't know better, what would you know? Many of us are Buddhists, we are Christians, we are Muslim because our parents were. Which, as the video goes ahead, I will take time to also explain to you not only our parents, a lot of things put together, the environment, the churches, the churches they attend, the religions they belong to, the associations they belong to, the schools they send you to, and all of that. So I box all of this down to conscious parenting. But before we go on, let me say we now have another sponsor that is here to make sure that we're able to come here every morning, get data and other things, logistics, to come and give you morning motivation. So I'll mention their name, watch their video, and right after that, I will tell you more about them.
Ago Ghana this year mo America brochimamu momfa maso mfemme na ye ni enne ene echina ho nkomo onua wonim se emre bi etwam na ye ka se obi nim adechiemu nsem ane enokre nanso mese wo say in the 21st century opese wo hu adechiemu nsem a obehu se wo de wo ho to Index Universal Life Insurance for so a esan se ebra yade ebebo ebra kwanhia beto ana ebra owuo ebeto ana wabusuani bi no eno obiara nim nanso se yade ne ba na kwanhia ne to a na wowuo ne ba sika wo de bebo wo ho bra no wonim se wo bio se woni bio wonim enti yenhwe Kwame ne Akosua omunyina awofo yareda ayasabia Kwame de nsa guniti esu twa adwajo esan se woni se achiban bia nanso Akosua aye relax san se ode ne ho ato Index Universal Life Insurance for so se de mpanyifo kan ye no se ukoto se obi abodje se hye a mu asansu asiu de ho enso me de me se ukoto se obi abodje se hye a na waben po no Index Universal Life Insurance aye insurance ho adwuma e wa America mamu be se emfie wa ha ene akiri nie enti wo ne yedin se wo so a esro bia nim ye wo over 62 plus insurance benefits ye wo life insurance benefit be to say compound interest benefit, retirement benefit, critical illness benefit, access to money benefit. Samsung, what death insurance benefit be to say tax-free death coverage paid to your family funeral coverage benefits ɛne bebree akeka ho. Frɛ Index Universal Life Insurance for ɛwɔ +1720 589 3584. Index Universal Life Insurance. Secure your future now.
All right, so that was our amazing sponsors. And that is Index Universal Life Insurance. So this advertisement is reminding a lot of you Ghanaians and Africans living in America. If you are not on any insurance policy, contact them. I'll give their number again. Contact them so that you get the best of insurance, life insurance, death insurance, and many. They have up to about 62 plus life insurance and death insurance policies for you and your family. So contact them, as I'll be giving their number again before I end the show. So thank you, Index Universal Life Insurance, for coming to sponsor Morning Motivations here with us. And don't forget, Paradise Natural Mineral Water is also sponsoring us right here. Okay, so how can a loving parent, a parent that went through 9-month journey, some even 12-month journey to give birth to their amazing babies, turn out to destroy them even before they grow? That's the first question that we should ask ourselves. Why should a mother who go through a lot of pains, excruciating pains, to give birth, will want to destroy their children and their future even before they are alive or they start living? Yes, it is possible, and it has been happening, but because we are unconscious as parents, we didn't know. We didn't know. So today we are going to learn how to prevent that, especially those of us who are yet to become parents. Okay? Those of us who are yet to become parents. This is very, very, very important for us. The old folks, yes, the mistake has happened, and there's little they can do about it. But you and I, who are yet to be parents, have no excuse. We have no excuse in correcting what our parents didn't. Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. If you are here, you are yet to have a baby, you are yet to become a parent, or you are a new parent, you just had a baby, or your baby is like 6 months, 1 year, and all of that. They are not above 7 years. Count yourself lucky and take this lesson so serious, because it's going to help all of us, especially young parents and people who are yet to become parents. You are the ones that I'm talking to this morning. Wow. People who are already parents, who have their children above 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, and all of that, can also take advantage of this. But the most important people, I would say my target audience for this message, is people who are yet to become parents and people who are newly having their children. So let's go into it. How do you destroy the future of your children without knowing? And 99% of the time, or more than 99% of the time, people do that without knowing. Because, as I said, every parent, every mother especially, goes through pains to have a baby. And once they have them, they give it their all. They give the baby their all to make sure that they live and survive and become adorable children, adolescents, and then teenagers and adults. And that's their pride as parents. So why would someone deliberately try to hurt their own offspring? It's because we didn't know. And you know, the laws of nature are such that if you know, fine. If you don't know, fine. That's why they say that the ignorance of the law is not an excuse. If you are ignorant of the law, it's no excuse. The law doesn't care whether you knew or didn't. That is the most painful part of it. Okay? And also to us, the young ones who are yet to become parents, the most important reasons why you should take this video serious is that sometimes when we realize that something that we don't like in our life was caused by a parent, we become resentful. But that resentfulness will actually compound your problem. It will make your problem worse. Why? Because the person who caused it, one, did not know. Two, now that they know, there's nothing they can do. The little that sometimes they can do is to show remorse and apologize. And how many of our parents, even, especially here in Africa, when they've come to realize that their action some years ago hurt you and I, will have the humbleness to come apologize. So, once you realize that you are in a program which your parent gave to you by accident, by unconsciousness, take it upon yourself and reprogram yourself, period. But now that you know that your parent can program you negatively, wrongly, now that you're about to become a parent, learn how not to repeat what your parent did. As I told you last week, we don't grow beyond the age 7. We repeat 95% of the things we were programmed with by the time we were 7 years until we die. So let's go through it. So there's a difference between being a parent for a child of the age between 1 year, day 1 to 7 years, and a coach. Okay? When you are coaching adults, you can say some things and it will not have negative impact on the athlete or the player or the student. But as a parent, especially when they are kids, if you use the tactics of coaches, you are going to mess the future of that child for the rest of his or her life without knowing, without realizing. Okay? And so how is that done? What is the difference between the strategies a coach will use to get their athlete, their boxer, their footballers, their rugby players do the right thing and change for better, and the strategy a parent must use? Okay? Sometimes, as a parent, because you want the best for your child, when he or she is growing up and you give them some task assignments, you have expectation of them and they fail, you go like, who do you think you are? For you not being able to do this, you don't deserve anything in life. And you just say it. You just say it like that. And you think you are saying this to motivate the child, as we say in Ghana. We are saying this to ginger them. In our little, innocent, ignorant mind, we are gingering them. We are motivating them to do better, to do the things we're expecting them to do. But once again, in your little, innocent, ignorant mind, you destroy the child the day you said that they don't deserve anything better in their life if they were not able to do just simple things. So for example, your child gets back from school, bring their terminal report, and they didn't get the position or the grade you expect them to get. And you open your mouth and say that, so upon all the school fees we paid, upon all the extra classes that you had, you couldn't get 90 or 95 or 100. This means that you don't deserve anything better in your life. You can't do anything better in your life. For the investment we've done in you, and you couldn't do this, you couldn't perform well, you don't deserve anything. You can't do better in life. This is what will be your life for the rest of your life. If you said this to an adult, it will push them to get angry and then learn hard, push hard, and get the best grade So you see, if the person was an adult, you save them, you push them, you ginger them to do the right thing. But unfortunately, we didn't know that there's an advice you give to an adult and an advice you give to a child. Sorry. So many parents use the same strategies to advise their children, to motivate their children. And one belongs to the coach who is coaching adults, and one belongs to a parent or a coach who is coaching children. So let me use myself as an example. I coach or train kids DJs. Okay? I train kids to become DJs. And in the line of my work, I'm very, very cautious not to use certain means of getting them to do the right thing for me. Okay? When you are dealing with children, the best you can do to motivate them to do the right thing for you is to pamper them. Give them promise and actually fulfill that promise. So maybe tomorrow we'll look at how the promise we give to our children just to get them to do the things we want also have a way of destroying these children when they grow up. We'll look at that. So we've gotten tomorrow's topic right here. Thank the universe. Okay? So when you're dealing with children, be careful. Be careful. If you don't have anything good, positive to tell them, keep your damn mouth shut. What did I say? If you are dealing with children and you don't have anything positive to say, keep your mouth shut. Because from age 1 or day 1 to age 7, their mind is on autopilot on receiving. It does not differentiate between information, message. This is bad, this is good. No. It stores everything. And as I've told you several times, when we grow, majority of our behaviors come from the things we stored in our subconscious mind when we're age 1 to 7. So, your subconscious mind is about recording, receiving, accepting. It doesn't differentiate. Whilst your conscious mind is about creativity. So that's why the adult, when you tell him that, oh, so upon all the training that we've given you, you couldn't score this goal. You're good for nothing. Because he is conscious, at that time he is using the conscious mind, which is about creativity, which can differentiate between good and bad. He can motivate himself and say that, for what my master has said, I'm going to prove him wrong. And he gets better from that message that you gave him or her. But when you do the same thing to a child, you've destroyed his or her present and the future. And that is why it is very, very important for us to be conscious parents. So know how to motivate a child and how to motivate an adult. And when you're motivating a child, never say anything negative thinking that he or she is going to take the negative and then use it to motivate themselves and become better children or adults. No. When you said they are good for nothing, when they grow, where they have to show themselves that they can do everything, they remember what you told them, that they are good for nothing. And once they believe it, nothing good can come into their life. So they'll be struggling to pass exams, they will be struggling to achieve things, they will be struggling to win things, they will be struggling to be victorious in things in life. And at that time, you, this same parent, will be going to prayer camps, praying for your children. Meanwhile, the monster is living in their subconscious mind, and it was you, the mother, who gave it to them. Today, the video is going to be short, so that if you want to repeat it, you can repeat it over and over. So that day that you told your child that upon all the school fees, upon all the extra classes, you couldn't get at the grade this and that, you couldn't get grade this, you couldn't get position this, then it means that you can't do anything in your life. You are a failure for life. That day is when you destroy the future of your child. So motivate them. Say something good. Oh, wow. Last time you got 10. This time around you got 15. That is progress. It means that you can do anything in life. Oh, last time you got 50. Now you have 75. Okay? You can do it. Okay? Or even if the grade was lower than the previous one, keep on motivating them. Find a reason. Find a positive reason to let them feel that they've done well. And there are so many things they do well. So you can look around and find something they did well and congratulate them on that. And maybe say that, oh, okay, it's because you spent too much time on this one. You see, when you spend too much time on this one, you were able to get it right. So please, next time, when it's about exams, stop focusing on this one and focus on this one. So these days, children have games. And some children are so good at some games. So when the exam result comes and the exam result was not nice, instead of saying that, so upon all the classes that you had, you couldn't get 90. You are good for nothing. Say that, oh, okay, this is nice. I know why you couldn't get 90, and it's not your fault, okay? It's because you spend much time on the game during exams time or during this time. That is why, you see, when you check your game records, then you make the child bring the game records where he got all correct. He got excellent. You say, okay. So if you want to get excellence, it's the same formula. Spend less time with the game and spend less time with your, more time with your book. And you will see the results you get. This will motivate the child. Okay? This will motivate the child. And that is the time that you should go bring his or her previous exams, the ones that she did well. Don't bring the one that she didn't do well or he didn't do well. Bring the ones that he really performed well. And when you get those papers, you show it to them. Do you know what it does? It reminds and reprograms the subconscious mind that, oh, okay, I've done it before. Therefore, I can do it again. Okay? I've done it before, so I can do it again. And the moment they get that idea that they've done it before and they can do it again, it changes them. For a child, that is how to motivate them. That's how to ginger them. That's how to boost their energy and spirit. But an adult, when you tell them that if they didn't do well, it means they're good for nothing, they won't take that as the answer. They will say that I will prove you wrong. That is why I have a friend who was dating a girl, and one day the mom told the girl that, so among all guys in town, this is the guy that you could fall in love with. A guy that has been attending government school from his infancy up to this level. You have been attending private schools, and that's the guy that you want to live your life with. And guess what? The guy had the opportunity of hearing this. He was hanging around. The mother didn't know. And the guy said, I'm going to prove this woman wrong. And as I'm talking to you, the woman wished this guy is still interested in the daughter, which has unfortunately not become the case. Okay? So, for an adult, when you use those negative words to motivate them, they turn it around. It's like throwing a bomb to a determined person. They blow with it. Like you have a boyfriend who is an artist, and because he has not grown or make a hit, You're always on their nerves. When are you going to make something meaningful? When are you going to make something meaningful for me to feel that I'm living with an artist? You always use the fact that his career has not made him the money and the fame that he deserves. Sometimes some of the people cannot handle it, so they quit the relationship with you, because sometimes you become toxic. Some people might not, but the most important thing, whether they quit the relationship or they don't, as an adult, they use you as a challenge and say that this girl, I'm going to prove to her that I'm not useless in life. And they do it. And they do it. But for a child, unfortunately, if you use negative means to try to motivate them and say that because you had this opportunity and another, you couldn't make this, you are useless. Your life is meaningless. You can't do anything better. They accept it. Their subconscious mind accept it. And for the rest of their life, if they don't come to the realization that the programming that their parent gave them is what is making them suffer, they will suffer for the rest of their life. And even to some adults, it's not most of the adults that are able to take this. Sometimes it breaks them. So sometimes you are with this man as a wife, and you think that you saying painful things about his career and job will make him get serious. All people are not the same. Some will take it as derogatory, and it will break them. They might not even get up again to practice their craft. But I urge anyone that is in an area where you are following your dreams. If you are with someone, not only your girlfriend or your wife, it can be your parent, and they are not seeing where you are going, anytime they say something negative, take it as a positive compliment and blow with it. You understand? One day we'll go deeper into that. But as I bring this to an end, all that I'm saying is that as a parent, be careful the words you use to motivate your children. Because to children, most of the things that you use to motivate adults are not motivation for children. Use positive words. If you don't have one, keep quiet when you are around children. Once again, let's give thanks to our sponsors.
Ago Ghana this year mo America brochimam momfa maso mfemme na yeni enne ene echina ho nkomo onua wonim se emre bi etwam na yeka se obi nim adechiemu nsem ane enokre nanso mese wo se in the 21st century opese wo hu adechiemu nsem a obehu se wo de wo to Index Universal Life Insurance for so a esan se ebra yade bebo ebra kwanhia beto ana ebra owuo abeto ana wabusuani bi no eno obiara nim nanso se yade ne ba na kwanhia ne to a na wowuo ne ba sika wo de bebo wo hu bra no wonim se wo bio se wo ni bio wonim enti yɛhwɛ Kwame ne Akosua wɔn nyinaa awofo yareda ayarasabea Kwame de nsa guniti esu twa adwaadwo ɛsan sɛ wɔn si akyi ban bia nanso Akosua ayɛ relax san sɛ ɔde ne ho ato Index Universal Life Insurance for so sɛdeɛ mpanyinfoɔ kaayɛ no sɛ wokɔto sɛ obi abɔgye sɛ hye a mu asansu asiw deɛ ho nanso me deɛ me se wokɔto sɛ obi abɔgye sɛ hye a na wabɛn po no Index Universal Life Insurance ayɛ insurance ho adwuma ɛwɔ America ma mu bɛyɛ sɛ emfie wɔ ha ɛne akyiri nie enti wo ne yɛdi nsawɔso a esuro biara nim yɛwɔ over 62 plus insurance benefits yɛwɔ life insurance benefit bi te sɛ compound interest benefit, retirement benefit, critical illness benefit, access to money benefit. Samson ye what death insurance benefit be to say tax-free death coverage paid to your family, funeral coverage benefits. And be break ho. For Index Universal Life Insurance for Ewo +1720 589 3584. Index Universal Life Insurance. Secure your future now.
Welcome back. So, if you are in the United States and you need the best insurance policy, contact Index Universal Insurance, life insurance, and they will take you through everything professionally for you to understand. And I tell you, as I told you they have more than 62 insurance programs for you. And they've been in the business for more than 100 years in the United States of America. So if you are in the USA, do well to contact them and do business with them, because insurance is what makes you know the future, like a genie, like a god, like a spirit, like a deity. Exactly. And Paradise Park Natural Mineral Water is also proud to be associated with this program. They give us water to drink every morning.
Paradise Park Natural Mineral Water. Drink pure, live more.
Okay, so let's wrap up here. So as I said, never ever use negative words to motivate children, which is something majority of us do as parents. Because the things you tell them at age 1 to 7, their subconscious mind stores it. And it's the subconscious mind that controls the things that comes into your life, meaning money, wealth, health, success, victories. It comes from the subconscious mind. It doesn't come from the conscious mind. So many of us, our level of riches is equivalent to the perception we have about money in our mind. It's as simple as that. Okay? Our level of riches is equivalent to the perception we have about money in our mind. And it doesn't go beyond that. Okay? When parents go, like when a child has a certain kind of disease, and parents keep telling them, oh, as for this disease of yours, as for your disease, as for your sickness, you are making the child own the disease. And once the child begins to own it, the subconscious mind will never let the child be healed. I read a book where a parent had a stubborn child. The boy was a thief. He goes out to steal all the time. But anytime people bring the child home after stealing something from them, when the people have left, he will scold him and everything, but he keeps saying that this child of mine will be a good man in future. This child of mine will be a pastor. This child of mine will be a good man. And over time, the woman said that she saw her child, who was a thief and all of that, becoming the thing she was saying. So even though you've seen your child failing in an exam, motivate them that they can do it. Once they have the can-do spirit growing up, that's what they know, that I can do it. So this series of parents destroying the future of their children, we can do up to about 5 parts. Because it's the same way that parents make their children narcissistic. Today, somebody is at work with a narcissistic work colleague. Somebody is at work with a narcissist boss because their parent made them become narcissistic. Somebody is emitting toxic energies towards others, all because they receive it from their parent. And you know, children see their parents as their heroes, and they think that whatever their parent says is the best. So that is why when your child was a baby and you were beating your wife, that child has grown up, become a wife beater. When you were insulting your husband when that child was a baby, that daughter of yours know how to insult and disgrace men. And at this level, they don't see anything wrong with it because they saw their parent doing it. And maybe your husband was stuck with you in all this insult. So for her, she thinks that for a successful marriage to be, the wife must insult the husband. And it has become automatic. Our behaviors don't come from our conscious mind, where we think before we act. Our behaviors come from our subconscious mind, where we don't think before we act. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where time will permit me to bring a closure to today's edition of Morning Motivations. And if you just joined, what we're talking about is how you can destroy the future of your children if you are not a conscious parent. Therefore, it is very, very important to know how to be a conscious parent. Thank you once again for being here with us.